Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This week, we will be studying, you and I, Psalm 81. Psalm 81 is a psalm of Asaph. We've seen a lot of Asaph here in the second book of the Psalter. He's written most of these psalms, and you'll notice if you have a translation that has the introduction underneath the title, or somewhere there before the first verse, it says, "To the chief musician upon Gittith, a psalm of Asaph." Gittith is, don't know what it is actually. This is the feminine form of the word Gath. We know Gath is the city of the Philistines, but Gath also means a wine press. So it could be that this psalm was written during the time of the Feast of Tabernacles. Wine was used in that celebration. It could mean that this psalm was written for a certain instrument that was popular in Gath, or had its origin there. There are certain instruments that we would say are Irish instruments, and there are certain instruments that we would say are Chinese instruments and Japanese instruments, Indian instruments. Lots of zithers come out of India that we would identify with that place, and perhaps this instrument, if it is one, was known as an instrument of Gath, a Gittith. So exactly what it sounds like. Or it could be a tune name, a tune that was popular in Gath, or one that became popular around the country but originated in Gath. So lots of options here for our introduction, but it's of the chief musician, so the choir master is busy putting all this together. This is to be played upon Gittith, or during the time of the celebration of the Feast of Tabernacles, or using that tune, as we've discussed. So the first 3 verses will be our text today. "Sing aloud unto God our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm, bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp, with the psaltery. Blow the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day." So we have, this sounds like a celebration, doesn't it? So probably, maybe, if Gittith means something about the Feast of Tabernacles, perhaps this is what we're talking about. They've got a feast day going on. It's time to celebrate. So we're going to sing aloud unto God our strength. Now you'll notice in these 3 verses, we have a whole band here, don't we? We have singing and joyful noise making. We have a psalm. That's what, they take a psalm. And it's almost like pick a psalm, take any old psalm. Well, let's just take a psalm and start singing. And we're going to add to the voices. He says, bring the timbrel, bring the harp, the psaltery, the trumpet. So we have 4 different instruments mentioned in this opening. So it's very joyful. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. So we know that it's a feast day of something, right? Don't know what it is. It's a new moon celebration, which happened every month. So perhaps this is just a psalm for that particular occasion to celebrate the new moon. Or not to celebrate the new moon, but to celebrate the Lord on the new moon. This is as happy as it's going to get. I just have to tell you, because we're going to look at some very interesting things beginning tomorrow in verses 4 through 7. We're going to talk about Egypt again. We go back to Egypt because the Lord ordained this kind of celebration as the people left the land. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow. Join me then. Bring your timbrel and your pleasant harp, and we'll sit down together and look at verses 4 through 7 on Daily Dose Radio. Hey there, friends. Just wanted to remind you to go out and get yourself a copy of my new book, Christianity to the Life, by Cotton Mather, edited by me, David Smith. You can find it at Amazon. It's a paperback. It's also in Kindle form, so you can get it for your Kindle or you can get it for your library at home, however you'd like to have it. If you do, I really would appreciate if you would write a review after reading it. Let me know what you think. And it's a really good book. It'll encourage your Christian walk with the Lord. So go out and get Christianity to the Life today on Amazon. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.